Yes, people, and welcome back to another stream. We are going to be doing the Manchester derby, Manchester City taking on Manchester United in the derby. Kickoff is in about 24 minutes, so we thought we'll go live for about half an hour before, talk a bit about the game, the lineups, etc. Make sure you are smashing them likes. Let's get straight into it. Let's start off with the away team. So in goal for Manchester United is Onana. At left back, Lindelof, Evans, and oh my God, Evans at centre back. Varane at right centre back, Dalot at right back. In the six, the double pivot, Casemiro and Kobe Mino. And then in the three, Garnacho, McTominay, Bruno Fernandes on the right. That is stinky. My God. Marcus Rashford up front. In goal for in goal for Manchester City is Ederson. A back three. Interesting. Walker, Diaz, Ake. Then in the double pivot, Rodri and John Stones. Then in the midfield, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, Erling Haaland. I think that I genuinely think Man City are going to batter them today, Let's have a look at the bench. Let's get the bench up. So, yeah, on the bench for Manchester City, Oscar Bob, Sergio Gomez, Julian Alvarez, Kovacic, Mateus Nunes, Rico Lewis. Gavardo's back from injury. Akanji and then Stefan Ortega. Grealish is the only player out injured for them. For Manchester United, Dalla, Anthony, Forson, Ericsson, Sofian Amrabat, Toby. I have no idea who that is. That's probably a youngster, another youngster. Malassia's out. Rasmus Højlund's out injured. Mason Mount, where the fuck has he been? Luke Shaw is out for the season, I saw. And then obviously Lisandro Martinez. That's a massive one, to be fair. I think out of all their players, who they've really missed this season, Lisandro Martinez, I thought he was one of the bright sparks last season. Probably one of the only good players that's come in from Eric Ten Hag, to be honest. Harry Maguire, Anthony Martial, my God, he needs to go in the summer, surely. And then Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Top goal scorers, obviously, their top goal scorers are injured. Then obviously Erling Haaland. Some insights, ranked three, 3 goals per match. 1 away from home win all season. Erling Haaland is in the competition top goal scorer, ranked 14, unbeaten in the last 6 away games. That's a decent stat. Bruno Fernandes has created the most big chances, Manchester United, 12. And yeah, this is the form table. So obviously Manchester United are coming back with a Nottingham Forest win in the FA Cup. Then obviously they lost 2-1 to Fulham, beat Luton Town 2-1, Aston Villa 2-1, then beating West Ham 3-0. As for Manchester City, battering Luton Town 6-2, 1-0, 1-0, 1-1, 3-1. So Man City are more the informed team. United have been getting away with it. I mean, I don't know if I watched that game. I remember Villa should have nicked a point. Luton should have came away with a point. Fulham battered them. I didn't watch that game because Liverpool was on at the same time. Man City battered Luton. Bournemouth probably should have nicked a point in that game. I thought Man City would definitely was the better side against Brentford. Chelsea bottled it because they went too defensively early on. And obviously I didn't watch that game because I think I watched another Champions League game. So as for the things in the table, Manchester United are on 44 points. I mean, if you think about it, really, if Manchester United lose today, I think their top 4 hopes are gone because I don't see a world where with 11 games to go, they crawl back an 11-point lead. I just don't see them crawling back 11 points, especially against an Aston Villa side that's now getting back into form. Same with Tottenham, they're starting to get their players back. I don't see a world where Manchester United crawl that back. So for them, they've just got to make sure they get into they get 6th place because they need Europa League, and obviously 7th is conference. So they need to get back into Europe. They need to get back into the Europa League minimum. So for me, they're fighting for top 6. Potentially they could go for 5th, but again, I don't see a world. For me, if you're a Manchester United fan, get top 6 and go as far as you can in the FA Cup. They're obviously in the quarterfinals. We've got them. Unless for Man City, look, if they win, they'll go a point behind Liverpool. Manchester City can't afford to drop points. Liverpool did their job yesterday, beating Nottingham Forest 1-0 by 1-0. And if Man City was to drop points, let's say it was a draw, they go 3 points behind Liverpool. And if Liverpool beat them at Anfield, 6 points behind with 10 games to go, and Man City have still got to go to Tottenham away, where they've not won there in the league yet in the past 4 or 5 years, and they've still got to play Arsenal. So I think if Man City drop points today and lose against Liverpool, I think you make Liverpool title favourites. And Man City have got Arsenal this month. They've got Spurs coming up. They've got Liverpool next week. And yeah, same for Arsenal. They've got to win because Aston Villa, they're only 3 points behind them, by the way. So, I mean, look, Aston Villa for me, I mean, they're actually only 8 points off, to be fair. But we've still got to play Aston Villa. Yeah, so the only way Aston Villa are not going to do it, but yeah, let's actually look. It's going to be an interesting game. Manchester United. I fancy Man City to beat them today. I went 3-0 in my predictions. I think they are going to get beat. If I'm honest with you. I just think Man City will have too much for him. I think with De Bruyne coming back and that link up between De Bruyne and Haaland being back, I think it's just going to be damaging towards that Manchester United backline. Evans at centre-back, Jesus Christ. I think the only positive in this Manchester United team, and McTominay can come up with a goal every now and again. Onana's been better in recent games. Obviously, Kobe Mino's looked good. Dalot's coming to a little bit of form for them. So they've got a few positives, but they're playing Man City at the Etihad. Like, you know, with Rodri playing, they've not lost with Rodri in the side over a year. So again, I don't know, man. Foden and De Bruyne in the middle, I think it's just going to be damaging. I think if it'd be interesting to see how Jeremy Doku gets on, because I think in the past couple of games he's not looked good. However, it's against Manchester United. It's probably going to tore them apart, to be honest. They're showing Man City's next 3 PL fixtures: Manchester United, then Liverpool, then Arsenal. Let's actually get into these teams' up and coming games. Let's start off with Manchester City. I mean, look, today they've got obviously Manchester United, then they've got Copenhagen. Look, they've got a 2-0 aggregate at the Etihad. Look, they're going to go through. They don't need to really worry about that. Then obviously they've got Liverpool. Then they've got Newcastle in the FA Cup quarterfinals. That game's been postponed. Their next 3 games are fucking huge. Their next 4 games are huge, by the way. I mean, look, Aston Villa isn't easy. That could easily be a draw. Arsenal, Liverpool. I think they're dead certain games. I think they beat United, lose to Liverpool, win, lose, win. Obviously postponed, and I think win. I think if you're a Man City fan, if you can just get past the next 3 games, you'll think, you know what, I would say next 4 games. If you can get past the next 4 games, then it's 7 games to go. I think you really do put Man City to win the title, because you'd expect them to beat Crystal Palace. Look, when Man City gets down, when it gets down to those 6-5 games to go, they just win all their games. They very rarely slip up. And especially if they're leading, if they do beat Liverpool at Anfield, they'll go top of the league. And with Man City, with 5 games to go top of the league, I just don't see a world in where they let the title slip, if I'm honest with you. Unless they get crucial injuries like a Rodri goes down or something like that. Otherwise, I see Man City going on to win the league. Crystal Palace, yeah, they'll beat Luton at home. The only one in those once you get past United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Aston Villa, the only one in there, you think possibly, maybe Forest away, because we've seen how good Forest are against the home teams, and Tottenham. They've not got a great record at Tottenham, Manchester City. Obviously, I know they won there in the FA Cup, but in the Premier League, they've not got a brilliant record there. So once you get past the 4 big teams, you look at it and you only think maybe Forest potentially being expecting to win. It's realistically only Tottenham away. Man City will go and win the title if they win the next 4 games, in my opinion. I just don't see a world in where they slip up, if I'm honest with you. But As for Manchester United, look, they're looking to try and get top 4 potentially, which I just don't think is going to happen. But let's have a look at their fixtures today. They've obviously got Manchester City, Everton. Ain't easy, Everton. They've actually not been bad this season. They've just had the point deduction that makes them look bad. Sheffield United obviously been postponed, and they've got Liverpool in the cup. I think they'll lose. Brentford away isn't easy. I can see them possibly drawing or losing that. Chelsea, my God, that is going to be a stink fest. Liverpool, Bournemouth away isn't easy. We've seen it. Man City beating them 1-0 last week. Bournemouth could have easily nicked a point. Yes, United have actually been all right away from home this season, but I can see them dropping points. Newcastle, if they start to get more players there back, they start going a bit of a run, they'll probably lose that. I think you're looking at their fixtures. Arsenal's second to last game of the season. Brighton away. Look, Manchester United are not getting top 4. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be real. Let's just be real for a second. They're not going to get top 4. Because let's actually have a look at Aston Villa's fixtures. I mean, look, they've obviously got Ajax in the Conference League. I'll expect them to beat Ajax. Ajax have been dreadful this season. Spurs, West Ham, Wolves. They've actually got some very favourable fixtures. Aston Villa. I think Villa get top 4. I think it really does depend on how they do in the Conference League. Because when you're going Thursday to Sunday every week, when you get to the quarters, the semi-finals, I've seen it as a Liverpool fan. The more and more games it puts on your squad, the strain. Aston Villa's depth isn't brilliant in certain areas, like the key areas, like the striker and Ollie Watkins, Douglas Luiz. If he goes down, their pivotal, most important players have not got great depth to back it up. So if they get injuries, I think that would be the reason why Aston Villa may not get top 4. I personally think it will be Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham. I think Villa wins the Conference League. They finish 5th, United 6th. I mean, you could even argue, if you look at it really, you could argue if Newcastle can go on a bit of a run, they're only in the FA Cup. West Ham, they're in the Europa League. I think I don't see Brighton catching. I think it's between these 3 teams for the top 6. I think it'll be Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Villa, and then I think it's between them 3. The only thing is with Newcastle, they get so many injuries. That will be their downfall. And West Ham, again, Thursday to Sunday, Thursday to Sunday, Thursday to Sunday. So, again, yeah, but that's the team. And we're about, 10 minutes away from kickoff. I'm going for a 3-0 Manchester City win. I'm going to go with Haaland too. And I'm going to say Kevin De Bruyne. I think they're going to have too much Manchester City for Manchester United. They got battered there 6-3. If Erik ten Hag gets another thumping, by the way, I think his job is on the line. You saw midweek, they beat Nottingham Forest by 1 goal to 0. I think if they lost that game and then get battered here today, I think he is sacked. I think the only thing that's keeping him in his job is the fact that they might get at least Europa League football next season or win the FA Cup. I think if they go out the FA Cup and then just start dropping down the league, I think he gets sacked. I mean, look, we've seen their new owners and the new backroom staff. There's potential. He might get sacked. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But look, I think he gets the sack. If I'm honest, I don't rate Erik ten Hag one bit. I mean, he's got no style of play. I think the one thing that's really concerning if you're a Manchester United fan, obviously the style of football and everything around it is obviously a concern. It's his post-match interviews when he's coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, I think we played all right." I'm like, "No, you didn't. You got battered." Like his post-match interviews, his press conferences, they're a very big concern. He's blindsided and he's a yes-man manager. Like, I think it is a massive concern. But we'll see. But I'm going to go and get a bottle of water. Obviously, the game's kicking off in about just under 10 minutes' time, so I will be back within the next 2 minutes or so. So smash some likes, subscribe to the channel on the road to 400 subscribers. Follow me on TikTok, nearly on 100 on there. Started that a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully we can hit 100 on there very soon. But yeah, we're going to keep grinding. And I will see you all in about 2 minutes. Right, I am back. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see how the game goes. I just think Manchester United's game plan is going to be pure and simply simple. Sit back, counter attack. That's the only thing they can do. You've got the no style of play. They're not going to be able to. I think they're not going to be able to challenge Manchester City in the midfield. But with Rodri, Stones, De Bruyne, and Foden, not a chance. Yeah, the form that Casemiro's in right now, stinky. I think they're only positive in their team, Manchester United. Is Onana's slowly getting better. Dallow's in a bit of form. Kobe Mino's a bit of a baller. That's it. That is genuinely it. And it's at the Etihad. They don't have United used to be really. Their record at the Etihad in previous seasons was really good under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Like, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's record against Manchester City was very good. Picked up a couple of wins at Old Trafford, away at the Etihad. And since then, since he got the sack, they've been shit against them. So, and it was 6-3 last season. 6-3. Wasn't they beating them like 4-0 at half time and all their fans were leaving in the away end? Like, yeah, they're going to get battered. Hence why I went through a 3-0 win. Game's kicking off in 5 minutes, though. I'm intrigued to see Foden and De Bruyne in midfield. I mean, look, we've seen Foden now. His best position is in that midfield area. That's where he scores a lot of goals, gets assists. He's actually just a baller in midfield. De Bruyne is back. Yeah, there's not a chance Manchester United get anything today. To be honest with you, I would actually want Man United to win, pure and simply for the fact. Pure and simply for the fact it'll help us in the title race, but pure and simply fact it'll help us in the title race. But I just don't see it at all. I just don't see it at all. But we'll have to wait and see. You never know. It's a Manchester derby. And you never know in these type of games. Strange things do happen. So I suppose we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, 5 minutes till kick-off. Players should be coming out in the tunnel any minute. Let me just check some on my iPad. iPad's on 8%. Let's bang that on charge. Christ. But I am looking forward to the game. Let's get the game on, ready to go. Sky Sports Premier League. Live TV. Sky Sports Premier League. I am intrigued. Let's get that banner already. Manchester City versus Manchester United, the Manchester Derby. This is United's cup final, really. You know. So Manchester United have won 4 of the last 8 derbies at the Etihad. Yeah, like I said, they don't have a bad record at the Etihad. That's mainly because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got some really good wins. The blueprint to beat Man City is just sit back, counter-attack, defend well. But the thing is, Man United can't defend well. And that counter-attacking, they're not even that great neither. So, hence why I predicted a 3-0 Man City win. But yeah, the players, they are coming out now. The Manchester Derby. Will United do Liverpool and Arsenal a favour, or will it be a routine battering for Manchester City? It's going to be in any minute now. They're just showing the lineups as the players are coming out. Foden, Harden, and Dockis. It's a 4-3-3. I mean, on FootMob, it's classed as a I don't know. Eric Tonog. Will it be a masterclass or will it be a battering? Let's find out. Just quickly see what Twitter's saying about the game. But yeah, that Rodri record is actually crazy. That Rodri record is crazy. Right. Played in the last 15 games in all competitions. Kobe Mino. He actually looks like a bit of a baller, to be fair to him. But game's about to kick off. I know it says it's kicked off on FootMob. It's because obviously it's a bit behind on TV. But you can always just sync up. Game is about to kick off. The Manchester Derby. I'm going 3-0 Manchester City in this game. To be honest, I just want a good game of football, to be honest. Right, kickoff is underway. Let's go. Ake to Doku already. The only thing is, so Manchester United's game plan is very simple. Just sit back, defend well, lump a ball up to Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, and pray, realistically. Because Walker defensively hasn't been great. So I think that's why Man City might switch to a back three to help out Walker defensively, because they know with the pace of Rashford, etc., could be a problem. So he's not been great this season, has he? Right, let's get... Oh, God, why is the stats like that? Let's get the lineup back up. Smash them likes. The road to 400 subscribers. Corner already to Man City. Bernardo, De Bruyne, Foden. Takes a deflection. Another corner to Man City already. Takes a deflection from Dallo. De Bruyne corner in. De Bruyne. Stones. Goes down, Man City corner for a penalty. It will go to a VAR check. Foul on John Stones. Ball out to Doku. Doku on the left-hand side. Haaland. Watching it back now. What happens is basically John Stones comes into collision with Casemiro. Casemiro's trying to take the ball back. And as John Stones goes to kick the ball, he kicks the he kicks the back of Casemiro's foot. Then obviously he trips. So yeah, no penalty there. 100th game as Manchester United manager for Erik ten Hag. 100th game already. Wow. It's mad how many games do fly by. Walker. Garnacho. Tries to play a ball cross box. Never. What's happened here then? De Bruyne. Yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do. Shit, as I was changing channel, Manchester United have scored. I think it's Marcus Rashford who has scored for Manchester United. I'm going to have to watch this back. Let's watch this go back. Marcus Rashford shoots from about 25 yards out. Absolutely wallies it into the top left-hand corner. And it's 1-0 to Manchester United in the Manchester derby. Bro, I'm live on YouTube, yeah? Look, I'm literally live on YouTube. I literally changed the channel for 1 second because I was checking something. I flipped back over, I saw, oh, 1-0. I thought Kevin Mino scored. That is a... Jesus Christ. Look, maybe I might have jinxed it because I said before. I remember I said before the game, Marcus Rashford needs to have a good game. What he said in that interview and stuff, and he just walled. Oh my fucking god! What a goal! Right, John, I'll ring you at half time because I'm live, innit? Fucking Christ! Will United do us a favour today? Shit! Right, I'll ring you at half time. Yeah. People, I can't believe it. What a goal! Wow, what a goal! What a goal! What a goal from Manchester United, from Marcus Rashford. What he was saying in that interview, he needed to step up. He needed a good performance. And my God, he is just walled one top left-hand corner. And it's 1-0 to Manchester United in the Manchester derby. Is United going to do Liverpool and Arsenal a favour? We will have to fucking wait and see. Let's see what Twitter's saying to that goal. But it's a brilliant start for Manchester United. They're 1-0 up in the derby. What a goal that is, to be fair. Is United going to do Liverpool a favour, people? Man City are going to have to come from behind. I mean, look, I feel like if Manchester United was to stand any chance in this game, they would have need to have scored that first goal, because I feel like once that first 2 goals goes in for Man City, teams don't come back. But now, the thing is now, if you're Manchester United, you're 1-0 up in the derby, you just got to carry on playing your football, because we've seen when teams go 1-2 goals up against Man City, they tend to sit back and relax. They don't need to. They shouldn't be doing that. If I'm them, just carry on playing your football, because we saw the blueprint to beat Man City. Go that goal up. Keep playing your football. Go defensive with 5-10 minutes to go. Don't go defensive too early on, because that's where Chelsea went wrong. And that's where Manchester United have got to see the blueprint from the Chelsea game and copy that with making a couple of tweaks. But what a goal that is in the derby. Kyle Walker plays it out to De Bruyne. He can cause magic any minute, going through the midfield comfortably well here. De Bruyne, Evans. Can Man United actually? What a goal that is by Rashford, to be fair. Jesus Christ. That's actually a banger, to be fair. That's actually a banger. Bruno does really well to also shields the ball, delivered a really good pass to Rashford, bangs it top left corner. What a goal, though. Rashford, this game should mean a lot to Marcus Rashford. Look, he's from Manchester, he's Manc born and bred. He should be looking to put in a big performance today. And that's as simple as that. Bernardo, Foden. Good save, Onana. Don't know what that defending was there. Lindelof, Casemiro, all faffing about, then rushing to get back into position. Onana, who's in a little bit of form, makes a brilliant save. Showing the goal back now, Rashford does really well. I thought Diaz could have done a lot better there on there, and it's just an absolute banger. Of course, Gary Neville's hyping the goal up. Shock. Evans. Foden. So they were one of the goals of the seasons, to be fair. But yeah, Rashford needed that goal because he's not been great this season. He needed to turn up in the derby. And so far he's turned up with a brilliant goal. Jeremy Docker on the left-hand side. Does well. Bernardo Silva. Good defending. Garnacho. Clears away. Bruno Fernandes. And Rashford could be in. Oh, he takes a heavy, heavy touch. Heavy, heavy touch by Marcus Rashford. The touch is horrific. And if he took a really better touch, I don't think anyone's catching Rashford. And he would have been clean through. Awful touch by Marcus Rashford. If he took any somewhat of a decent touch, it would have been clean in. It probably would have been 2-0. And that's why Man City, look, they've not been great recently defensively. So, look, that's why Man United have got to press them when they're high up. Bruno does really well there. Flicks a little ball onto Rashford. Why is Rashford heading it there? Just take a touch. Because if Rashford's got the ball there, I don't think Walker's catching him. But Kyle Walker does really well there to trap back and defends well. Man United got a corner. Swung in. Cleared away. Bernardo Silva. Onana. Casemiro pressing. McTominay. And Phil Foden could be in. Phil Foden could be in. It should be 1-1. Oh, my God. Good save again by Onana. And it's going to be a Manchester City corner. 2 good saves from Onana in this game so far. Should have been 1-1 there. Should Foden have flicked it? I'm not really sure. Rodri. Ball swung in. Good save from Onana, though. He's going to play back to Walker to Edison. This game's getting lively now. In the derby. Man City are going for it a little bit more, stepping up the tempo. But the only thing is, when Man City is stepping up the tempo, they're making a couple of mistakes at the back, which Bruno Fernandes and Rashford are capitalising so far. And that's where Man City, with the defenders, don't press too out the pitch. Because I could see Man United nicking another one on the break, with obviously the pace of Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes and Rashford. As you've seen 2-3 times so far in this game, Bruno Fernandes on the ball. Can he ping a pass to Rashford? Good defending there by Ake. Should have hit it harder there, Bruno. Ake. Swung out to Doku. Doku into the palms of Onana. Edison. Ruben Diaz. Ake. Plays it back to Diaz. All Man City need to do is play their game and drop their high line a little bit back, because the pace that City Man United are offering has caused 2-3 problems so far in the game. So that's all they've got to do. Don't press as high, and they should be fine, really, because they've created a couple of opportunities from Foden so far. 2-3 real good saves from Onana. Ake. Foden. De Bruyne. Tries to cross it back. City corner. I don't know what Onana's doing there. Ball swung in into the palms of Onana. Kicks it out, gets a block. Bernardo. John Stones. Rodri. McTominay's got Garnacho. You can play a little pass into Garnacho. He's got replays the pass to Rashford. Oh my God. Gets no connection. Ball's a little bit too over here. And that's the high line of C. When they're pressing too high, all it takes is one little pass into Rashford and it could potentially be two. So City is still making the same mistakes, like I said a minute ago. They need to drop that high line back. They're pressing too high up the pitch. Because one or two more chances, it could end up being two. De Bruyne. John Stones. Bernardo. Man City corner off Dallo. Bernardo takes the quick corner to Doku. What are they checking for here? Possible penalty. Ooh. AR check complete, no penalty. There was a quick check on Dallo for a potential penalty there. De Bruyne with the corner. Onana punches away, lands back to Walker. Foden. Ball is swung in. Too much. Lands back to De Bruyne. Bernardo. And this is where Man United have got to stay compact. Because Man City are dominating the ball. They're just rotating the ball around, creating the odd couple of chances from our corners. They've got to stay in their positions, Don't press them. Just let Man City play, and you defend well, and you should be fine. Man City got another corner again. They've had quite a few corners in this game. Corner swung in. Lands to Rodri, cleared away. McTominay. Doku. I tell you what, the way Man City have got booked in, excuse me, they are going to miss Jack Grealish a hell of a lot. Someone who's so good at ball rotation, picking up the ball, creating chances. I think this game would suit Jack Grealish so much. I remember at the at Old Trafford when Man City beat them. At Old Trafford, Grealish had an absolute masterclass in that game. Grealish suits these type of games where teams are just so compacted, sitting in. He'll drag players out of position. And that's what I've done that the odd couple of times in this game where players are coming out of position. That's where Grealish will pick up the pockets. But Doku, is all right. But this game is just so stylistically suited for a Jack Grealish. Ruben Dish. Foden Foden by Lindelof. God, Lindelof needs a fucking trim. Jesus. Haaland. Garnacho. Paul Cross. Rodri. Bernardo. Doku. Tries to go in the inside and the outside. Can't find a space. Good defending. Okay. De Bruyne. Into the palms of Onana. Good defending there by Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. McTominay loses the ball to Walker. Doku. Kobe Mino, Rashford. Loses it. City throw-in. I know what to do. One sec. Haaland over the bar. Half an hour in. United defended well. City obviously dominate the possession as they do. All Man City need to do is keep playing the game, drop the high line a little bit back, because the pace of Garnacho, Rashford, Bruno is causing us problems every now and again when Man United do get forward. I think Casemiro and Kobe Mino have had a decent game. When they win the ball back, break forward, pass it to Bruno, pass it out wide to either Rashford or Garnacho. So far, that has worked. I'll be intrigued if they bring on Anthony. I mean, look, Anthony isn't a great footballer, but he off his pace. And I'll be intrigued to see if they do bring on an Anthony for a Garnacho, because I think Garnacho has been isolated a couple of times so far in this game on the left-hand side. So I would be intrigued to see if they would bring on a Garnacho. Good save, Onana. Let me just change some on the stream. De Bruyne. De Bruyne shoots just wide of the side netting. He's gone with that Jack Grealish trim, I've noticed, De Bruyne. He used to have the quiff, and now he's gone for that Grealish, that flip back style. which is interesting. But Foden, 10 minutes to go to half time. Rodri picks out Doku, puts a pass in. Predominantly, most of the attack has gone downside of the Doku. I don't think he's really done much, Jeremy Doku, to be honest. He's had a lot of time on the ball, tried to pick out a couple of passes, but he's not really caused any damage, Doku, in this game. And has Man City really got anyone on the bench to really go on that left side? I mean, Grealish, but he's injured. And like I said a couple of minutes ago, Grealish is so suited and stylistically made it for this game, but he's obviously injured. Rodri. Garnacho. De Bruyne does well there. Foden, block. Haaland. It's going to be a foul Man United's way. Man City 14 shots. To be honest, Onana's made, 3-4 good saves? The Foden chance. Foden's had 2 good opportunities. De Bruyne. Haaland's not really had a sniff. United have defended well, though, in the opening nearly 40 minutes of the game. Foden. Walks. Rodri. Back to Foden. He's up against Garnacho, does well. Into the palms of Onana. The fuck is up with Foden's fucking wrist? It's got like a bandage on it. Tries to play a ball over the top to Bruno Fernandes. Way too hits it. It was in the palm of Edison. Just changing some settings on the stream. I just need to get to half time. The only thing is, I think Man United need another goal if they're going to win this game, because I do see Man City scoring at some point. So United will need to get another one. I think if they get 2, there's a chance of them winning it, but I just think winning it 1-0. I know I said before the game, I don't really give United a chance, and obviously so far in this game they've done well, defended well, scored a cracking goal. De Bruyne over the bar, cracking goal as well, defended well. However, I just think they need another one if they're going to win this, because I do think there will come a time when Man City will click. And the thing is with Manchester United, can they defend well for 90 minutes? No, is the answer. Passes in the final third, 177 to 22. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. They've passed him to death. Garnacho. It's what Man City do to every team, though, so it's not really a surprise. And plus, Man United are sitting back, so they're going to invite the pressure in, which Man City will dominate the ball. It's not really a surprise. Totally. De Bruyne. Trying to find a pass into Haaland, does well. Garnacho. Nothing from that. Goes back to Stones. Bernardo. Oof, almost finds Haaland there. Foden, block. Kobe Mino's down here. Oh, the ball from Foden just blasts into his face. Yeah, he should be fine. Proper blasts into his head. Okay. Doku. Rodri. Foden. What a miss by Erling Haaland. Rodri plays a lovely ball out to Foden. Foden lays it back off to Haaland. and Haaland just blazes just over the bar. I thought that should have been 1-1. It should have been 1-1. Brilliant pass from Foden. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Haaland. Does he toe poke it? Side foot it, man, and it's 1-1. Haaland can't believe he misses. Pep Guardiola can't believe it. He's like, oh my God, you scored 5 brilliant goals the other night, but no, you fucking missed that. 3 minutes added on. United on the attack now. Rashford. Lindelof. Plays it back out to Bruno. Oof. Back into Edison. 2.5 minutes to go of extra time. Bernardo. De Bruyne. Rodri. Doku. Foden. De Bruyne again. What's he going to do here? Doku. Bernardo. Oof. Walker. Rodri. Walker swung back in to Doku. This is where United have got to stay composed now. Where City's really got you pressed up. De Bruyne swings back. Good defending, Varane. City corner. This will probably be one of the last opportunities of the first half. De Bruyne corner in. Onana punches it away. Foden. Stones. Walker. Over the bar. Why is Walker shooting there? I think it's going to be a City corner though. What is Pep Guardiola doing on the touchline? Surely this will be the last opportunity of the first half. City's had so many corners, but a lot of them have just gone into Onana's hands. And that is half-time. Half-time, Manchester United are leading at the Etihad by 1-0 by a cracking one of the goals of the season by Marcus Rashford, 25 yards out, I'd say, pings it top left corner. And City's obviously dominated the game since, possession-wise. But Haaland does miss a massive opportunity of that first half, and it should have been 1-1 at the Etihad. We will be back for the second half. Gives me a chance to refill my water, go toilet, get a quick break and stuff like that. So we will be back for the second half of the Manchester derby, so in about 15 odd minutes. And I'll see you all in 15 minutes. Let's just check this. Right, see you all in 15. Right, peeps. We are back. Right, second half. On. Oops, what have I done here? Oh, for fuck's sake, I've just turned the game off by accident. Haaland. Doku. Haaland. And on with a big save again. Fucking kicked my game off by accident. What have I done here? For fuck's sake. What have I done here then? Bruno. McTominay. Bruno. I want to see what Twitter's saying. Rodri finds Foden on the right. McTominay. Defends well. Garnacho. Heavy touch. Clears away by Varane. Good pass to be fair. Good touch. Rashford. Could have done with that touch in that first half where he could have been clean in. McTominay now on the attack. He's got Rashford to his left. Can Walker... Referee says no foul on Rashford by Walker. Phil Foden. 1-1 in the derby. He gets one back for his side. Phil Foden. Both of the Manchester boys have scored. Let's see this back. What a goal, Foden. What a fucking goal. What a fucking goal. Erik ten Hag has been booked. What a goal, Phil Foden. Game of bangers. 17th goal this season. Best scoring season of his career for Manchester City. I said it in the game before the build-up. His best position is in the middle. Let's see this goal back. No one's closing Foden down. That is a fucking beauty of a goal. That goal is cold. Absolutely cold finish. No one's closing him down. Free of space. Bangs it top left corner. I think it might have been a foul, in the build-up. I'm not going to lie to you. Julian Alvarez is going to be coming on. Doku's coming off. Okay. Corner in. Walker, just under half an hour to go in the game. Stones, Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, the City pressure's just piling on them now. I think it's going to be inevitable until City do score again. Ball in, Onana again. Rashford. Man City throw in. Haaland. Evans clears away. Pressure still piling on. Foden again on the right. Up against Lindelof. This is where United in a natural left back to attack down that left-hand side, because Lindelof is a centre back. He's not going to be able to bomb forward, is he? Oh no, Onana's down. Yeah, I think he's got cramp. Haaland and Bruyne are complaining about Onana for being down there. I don't know if it was just a tactic. Eric Talag moaning at the fourth official. Fucking Eric Talag. He's a tit, isn't he? He is a bloody tit. Rashford. Bruno. I think Evans has actually played alright, to be honest. Onana's certainly man of the match for me, though, so far. Just over 20 minutes to go. Man City caught free kick. That is literally De Bruyne Bernardo territory there. Onana. Looks like Anthony will be coming on. I mean, look, one thing, Anthony is crap. Be off his pace. That's the thing. Realistically, it should be gone Acho for Anthony. IMO. But yeah, Anthony's on. Anthony off his pace. That's really it. So if United can get on a break, you can capitalise it. But his dribbling and his fucking pace and everything else is shit. 15 minutes for Manchester City. Let me just type this in and then we'll get the game back up. We'll get the game back up in a minute, but apparently, when I was just checking something on the TV, United should have had a penalty, apparently. I'll have to see in a minute, 1 sec. Alvarez, Foden, surely 2-1. 2-1. Foden masterclass 2-1. Slots it past. Beats the United defence. Slots at bottom right. Yeah. That's it. Foden turns up in the derby. It's 2-1. Scores 2 important goals. 2 brilliant goals, to be fair. The first and the second was brilliant. 10 minutes to go. And yeah, City should cruise their way now through the derby. Yeah, fucking hell. United defended well. Onana's made some brilliant saves. But when you're, man, when you're Phil Foden, Manchester born and bred, you've got to turn up. And he has turned up. Brilliant second goal, to be fair. Jesus Christ, that 1-2, brilliant finish. I mean, let's watch the replay. Could Onana have probably done better? Alvarez does brilliant, good pass. Yeah, poor. Where's Varane and Lindelof? I think Onana gets a touch to it as well. Oh, Onana was so close to saving it as well. Two one, yeah. And you think that's probably going to be it now, to be honest. 2-1 up. Fuck's sake. Foden, 18 goals, 10 assists for Phil Foden in all competitions. Yeah, brilliant goal. 6 minutes to go. Could United find Summit? Nearly on 30 GA this season for Phil Foden. Playing in his best position, that's why. Down the middle. Plays off the left centre forward, 10, right, whatever. His best position is down the middle, and he needs to be in that England lineup, man. I don't care. Personally, I think the England lineup actually picks itself. Foden again. Personally, the England lineup, in my opinion, I would have someone like Sam Johnson in goal, personally. But it's going to be Pickford, in it. Pickford, Walker. Should be Trent, but yeah, Walker, Stones. It's going to be Maguire. And then it's going to be a short left back if he's fit. To be honest, I'd actually go Joe Gomez. In the midfield, it's going to be Rice, Bellingham, Foden, and then front three, Kane, Saka. I'll probably go Anthony Gordon. I think he's been brilliant this season. I think his attacking threat will be devastating with Kane and Saka, but it's probably going to go with like Rashford or Grealish, and then yeah, you got to feel for someone like a Maddison though, because I feel like before this season, Maddison was knocking on the door. Now Foden's having a crazy season. I just think that's Foden's position now, especially his best position is down the middle. I just don't think anyone starts over Foden in that middle role now. City going for the third, De Bruyne. Good defending Varane. Man City corner. Bernardo corner. Almost lands to Haaland. Can you now break? No, they can't. De Bruyne does well, wins it. De Bruyne is just ridiculous, man. With De Bruyne and Rodri in that team, I genuinely believe De Bruyne and Rodri at their best could win Man City the league. Casemiro finds Anthony. What's he going to do? Nothing. Loses the ball, Anthony, to Foden. He's had a brilliant game, Foden, man. 2 good goals. Good tracking back, defending well. I think if Man City win the league, I think Phil Foden could. If he carries on this form, he could knock on the door, for a player of the year, genuinely. I mean, I don't know how old he is now, but he could probably win Young Player of the Year. For sure. I think he's, 23 or 22? I think if you're under the age of 24, you can win it. So he'll probably win Young Player of the Year. Even though I think he's already won it, so you can win it again. Because hasn't Trent won it twice? So Bernardo Silva. Eight minutes added on. 8 minutes for United to get a goal and Nick Summer. Varane's been good. Evans has been okay. You've got to feel for Onana. He's had one of his best games for Manchester United and still lost. De Bruyne. Shot's just wide. He can pick a goal from anywhere, De Bruyne. Now he's back fit, up and running again. Jesus Christ. Every game from now to the end of the season as a Liverpool fan, it's going to be hard on your mouth. Every single game. Haaland, surely the third. He gets it. Third. Man City wraps it up. Quality finish. Erling Haaland. Yep, game over. Man City 3-1 up now. They've been brilliant in the second half. And yeah, game over. Amrabat does poor there. What is Amrabat doing? It's too easy for Rodri, too easy for finish for Haaland, never going to miss. What is Amrabat doing? Never going to miss. Amrabat's basically just thrown it away. I want to chuck off Kobe Miner. I really wouldn't. Amrabat's come on and been pants. Absolutely pants. And yeah, 3-1 up. Just a couple of minutes to go. Man City 3-1 in the derby. I said 3-0 to be fair. It's not. I mean, I wasn't far off. I said 3-0. Eric Ten Hag set them up all right. Onana made some good saves defensively well, scored a good goal. But the subs costed them. The subs have costed them. Amrabat had a good World Cup. I remember saying to people on Twitter, "This Amrabat's so overrated. Go and watch Fiorentina in the Serie A. He was completely average. Average Amrabat. Manchester United fans were gassing this guy up in the summer. Because remember when Liverpool was linked to him and United fans were laughing, saying, we got Amrabat, blah, blah, blah. Guy's been absolutely crap for Manchester United this season when he's been playing. Surely there's not a chance to go and get... Obviously, I know it's a loan deal. Surely there's not a chance the Bayern are permanent because he has been nothing but fucking crap. Showing the goals back now. 3 brilliant goals. That first Foden goal was brilliant. The second was brilliant. And the third is just an absolute pants mistake by Amrabat. Two goals in again for the derby for Foden. Comes off for Oscar Bob. Just a minute and a half to go. And that's probably top 4 done for Man United. I mean, look, 11 points behind. I don't see him catching Aston Villa. They've got some favourable fixtures. They're coming back into form. Spurs have got their players back. They're getting back into form. I think top 4's done for them now. I think United's full focus probably just needs to go on the FA Cup and make sure you get top 6 and at least bare minimum get Europa League. They cannot fall into the Conference League. Bruno Fernandes ball in. Nothing from it. And that is full time. Full time. Manchester United beating 3 goals to 1 to Manchester City. And yeah, good, solid first 50, 60 minutes. Then Foden just steps up and puts in 2 magical goals. Amrabat, disaster class when he came on. And yeah, 3-1. It's a massive game next week, though. Massive, massive game next week, honestly. Liverpool against Manchester City. We've got some good streams coming up. Obviously, we're still at Champions League and Conference League. You'll assume Man City will rest fully in the Champions League because of what, the 2 goals up, they're at home, they're not going to bottle it. Rashford scores a banger. Onana was decent for United. Amrabat disaster class. Foden man of the match for me. Although you could argue Rodri. I thought Rodri was brilliant as well. I thought Rodri's passing and his defensive play was just ridiculous. It shows why he's one of the best players in the flipping world. But it's been a good stream. Smash the like, subscribe. We are what? About 46 subs away from 400 on the channel. On the TikTok, we're 20 away from 100. So smash the likes on both. Have a good rest of your day. And we will be back tomorrow for the Sheffield United Arsenal game. Take care. Out.